comfort is not the goal. And the premise is this that rest and peace are nice. They can recharge us and give us some time to clean up, to heal, to regroup. They can give us time to bring things into order and prepare for the next work that we have to do. But sustained comfort is not the goal. Let's talk about 3 steps to break the hold of comfort on our lives so that we can become stronger. Safety, security, and comfort make you weak. Creating a lifestyle of comfort and rest makes you weak. You let your guard down as you build a lifestyle of entertainment where you're constantly needing to be entertained and diverted. Unfortunately, this isn't just morally neutral, it means being led around by culture. In other words, whoever provides the best entertainment, that's who leads your family. In every way, we need to invest in things that bring us back to clear thinking, solitude, and focus. We need to devote ourselves to the appreciation in our own lives and with our families of literature, great stories, whether they're old or new stories, drawing, being with other people, and outdoor activities. This is where we create good, sound thinking in our families. And this is also where we fight a lifestyle of entertainment. Break your habitual pursuit of comfort. Culture, our enemy, and other people who don't want to see you succeed will try to get you to join them. So, your enemy, if you believe you have a spiritual enemy, which you do, he wants to see you fall and break, and especially leaders of your family, because when men break, he gets access to your family. Society wants you to break because then you'll be easy to manipulate. And then sometimes even people around you want you to break because it's a huge relief when they see someone else give up and become like them because now they can say, see, we were right. It's impossible to live a godly life. You're no better than I am. So men need to get uncomfortable. We need to be so comfortable at being uncomfortable that we're willing to raise our hand and volunteer for it. So that sounds kind of crazy, right? I was just reading in James chapter 1, and it says, my brethren, count it all joy. This is verse 2. When you fall into various trials, knowing that the testing of your faith produces patience. And I've also seen that when I voluntarily raise my hand and just say, hey, I'm going to try something hard, I think that this is what is next for me, and I'm not going to be afraid of it. I'm going to raise my hand and say, all right, got it. As long as you go ahead of me, that's what I want to do. So, how do we get more comfortable? That's the question. How do we volunteer? How do we say, okay, I want to take the next step. I want to do the hard things and I don't want to just be looking for comfort. Well, you can cancel Netflix. And that sounds crazy. You can lead your family and then you can ask God to take your comfortable sins from you. So we all, I think, know what that means. I think we all have a sense of those for those things. Maybe it's not Netflix, maybe it's something else. Uh, Maybe someone else is leading your family. Maybe someone else or something else, another institution has an undue influence on your family, and you know what that is, but you just haven't dealt with it yet. And then maybe you haven't asked God to make you uncomfortable. Maybe you haven't asked God and said, God, I would rather be strong than comfortable. And maybe you haven't opened up yourself to be able to hear from him in that. All right, so but what's the next thing? We are we not supposed to be comfortable at all? No. Establish rest and relaxation, not comfort. Okay, so rest and relaxation, R&R, is a phrase I learned growing up around military. The implication is that you're working at a good tempo normally, but you occasionally need a little vacation to regroup and recharge. This is the right way to look at things. Sleep is good. Sleep is so you can enjoy the next day's work and so you can be alert for next day's work. Coffee is good. I think it's good, but it's to prepare you to think well and think clearly and to be active. Vacations are good. They help you clear your head and get energy for the next round. Date night is good with your wife. We're meant to enjoy our wives, and God blesses us when we do. The football game can even be good as long as It can give you a Sabbath to be able to rest and enjoy competition and maybe get inspired for the week. It's not impossible to get inspired by real life people being their best. All right. So, what are 3 ways to grow stronger? I promise 3 tips. All right. So, did any of those bullets above resonate with you? If so, then take a minute to think about what your house would be like if you could break with culture. You didn't have to worry about what your wife would say and the kids would cooperate. Just think about this objectively and just say, don't worry about is it possible? Worry about is it right? Okay, now write down 3 things that would change. And if you want, you can do it in the comments. If you want to help build, if you want to help build that community. All right. And then take this list to prayer and let God develop it. And that's really the core. That's where the power is. Because if you're trying to move forward in your own strength, we all know how that works. We give up, we fail, we lose focus. We have to fight for this. We have to fight for this vision. We have to fight for this vision of ourselves and fight for this vision of our families and then fight for this vision for culture. Okay, so now make a hand-drawn calendar. Who cares what it looks like and put it on the refrigerator. This is the plan for the week and stick with it. Let me conclude with this. You have to plan to succeed. When comfort is the goal, we drift. We take what's given to us and what's easy. We play video games and find fulfillment in food or maybe even substances. And you know what I'm talking about. And while rest is nice, we're in a war and people are dying. They're lacking examples of strong men who would show them how to live, how to work, how to serve, and even how to rest. So make decisions about how you'll start. You don't need to be perfect, just start. Then make a plan that's simple to understand. Now make sure everyone knows you're serious. Keep discipline and be that strong guardian against weakness in your family.